Welcome to the Arctic Crew, and today we're back on Minecraft Cake Wars, and we're gonna be on Minecraft Mineplex. And right off the rip, this time I'm being more patient. I'm trying to make sure that we survive long term this time. We are at a disadvantage since we only have 3 players, but as we see later on, despite the fact that these are randoms, they're definitely some of the better randoms you can get. But you'll see all as we go on. And now I'm gonna play it unsafe. And I just ran out and started building to the middle. This could have been devastating, but my teammates covered the bed, luckily. This could have been our quick and early demise. But instead, I waited it out till after the battle and just put a little safety that does nothing, literally. But I just waited out the battle. Then when I got there, I was able to go and get on the middle with no competition. And my teammate came down, so I got an easy dominating kill. So now that we had it, I headed back and I was trying to get resources because people don't usually get resources, but it's only 10 stars, which is a lot at first, but it's really good. And I was trying to get 10 of them so they could get resources and double the everything. And unfortunately, they started attacking our cake already, but they couldn't get in because my teammate was aware. Of course, I missed out on some stars, but I think protecting the cake is more important. They literally say protect the cake at all costs, so it was definitely the way to protect it. And the guy came back again. This time I was trying to serve him up, but his teammate came and he was comboing me. So it was a recipe for disaster, but his teammate didn't come along, and my mate easily took him out and headed back to claim the middle. Now, later in the game, and as we go along, as you'll see that we are really trying to make sure our competition doesn't get loaded up with middle point, stars, and emerald. Yeah, that's very important because they all have more players than us, so if they have protection and sharpness like us, then we're gonna lose naturally because it'll be a 4 versus 3. And a 4 versus 3 is a losing effort for the 3-player team usually. And I'm sure that we were all relatively good at PvP, or really good because we did pretty good in this game, as you'll see. But the 3v4 is still really tough. And no, we need to get the competition out, because if this turns into a survival game, 4 beats 3 still. And we were starting to seem annoying, probably, because we kept stealing the middle point from everyone. And when you're annoying and you have less players, that's how you get double teamed. And it's really fair because it's not like they teamed up and were talking about in the chat. It's just the other teams want you gone, so they'll kind of team up, but not in the traditional sense. Now I ran in, I got the middle, and I was ready for a battle, but it looked like a losing effort, and I could have escaped multiple times, but I thought protection and iron sword trumps and a diamond sword and no protection. And as you can see, when I managed to scramble away from the red, and my teammate jumped down right after me and put them to rest. And of course, it was risky, but I came in and tried to help a little extra because I wouldn't like ending up for either of them to end up dying. And as you can see, the red was very destructive, and this would be annoying, but it would be an easy fix if it really mattered. So now I was heading to the middle to claim what belonged to us. I still wanted resources, and my ultimate goal was to get us resources. And it would take a long time, especially when I keep scrambling back to the point and trying to run back and get the goods. But as you can see, I was able to get all the stars that loaded up. And I also took out the other team for us. Then I ran up the stairs and I collected all the goods. It really wasn't a lot of them, but here I would be able to get up to 8 stars, and 8 was a very, very close start. And we would have had them when when the leather guy threw me the stars, but then my other teammates stole them from me, which was unfortunate, but okay. And as you can see, I tried to demand the stars, and when they finally gave them, they were stolen away from me. As you can see, he threw them, it took forever to claim them, and he stole them from me. Which is not very fair, since I was literally on them for multiple seconds before then. But it didn't matter. But I noticed that none of us had any emeralds, so I decided to go start working on that emerald point, and there was only 1 yellow, so we would have little competition for that wonderful point. And I was out looking for them, and I also saw an emerald, so I had to go get it. But the yellow wasn't there. So I decided I'd just get the extra emerald point, and even though it would be very temporary, it would be a quick boost, and early on, that's when booster needed. I saw we had the middle point, so I rushed over in an attempt to get the 2 nether stars I need. And I wanted resources badly. In fact, I gave my best sprint, and I tried my best to make sure that I got it, but then they took it. And I could have easily went ahead and got the stars, but I decided to go to the middle, which turned out to be a bad decision because I was guaranteed the stars, and my teammate also happened to come from the other direction. Luckily, our teammate in leather didn't collect them all, mostly because he went to go get more blocks, and a few spawned. But I just needed 1 more, and I was hoping so much that they didn't steal it, and I got it. Finally, I had gotten the star. So I got resources for us, and I started fighting to make sure we had our emerald points. The game was starting to shape up, and it was looking very fair and in our favor, as we had the enchantments for the longest out of everyone. And I wanted the other emerald point. I'm gonna keep it 100. I really shouldn't have wasted 14 emeralds to get 2 inner pearls to pearl over to the other team. It was a really bad idea. First, there's the risk that I miss, which I didn't, luckily, but there's the chance I miss, and they could easily run over and get it. I just started to destroy their bridge a little bit, but I knew that wouldn't stop them for any significant amount of time, and we would lose the point quickly. Then it said we lost another emerald point, and I didn't think it was the one that was right by Red's base. But it was. Then it wasn't. I guess the beam from the point wasn't loading properly yet, but Red had claimed the one by us, and I needed emeralds, so I decided I'd head over there. And so we had a quick, smooth trip and a quick claim. And then this game, I kind of were trying to help my teammates get good quick. I was worried less about myself and more about them, and making sure that we had all the points so they could upgrade. And I think it was a good philosophy, because it seemed to have worked out. But it's not over till it's over, and I personally think that should have killed him. He wasn't gone yet because he threw a pearl. For some reason, it gave him invincibility. Maybe it was my atrocious ping, or maybe he actually got lucky and glitch. And Red was also being stingy with the point. I should have broke their little wool bridge right there, but I was just trying to hurry back and get some diamond gear for myself. I don't know why I came over here, because it was a terrible idea. They were full of diamond, and what was I gonna do? Oh, well, then I didn't realize during this commentary that I was actually going to my own base. And we got all the goods during the quick time lapse. YouTube, is that called a time lapse or a cut? I don't know. Leave it in the comments if you do. But now I was going for an ambush, which was very risky with my 64 emeralds and 6 nether stars. But for some reason, this guy decided to run away. Someone should give him a manual because he clearly doesn't know what he's doing. He had an easy advantage with his full diamond self. And I was trying to get their stuff, a quick emerald, a quick cake. But I decided to do the smart thing and run back. Because chances are that they would have comboed me to death or near death. And that's the last thing that needed to happen with all those all those emeralds I had collected. And I got a rune of holding and everything. I was ready to go ambush them, and for some reason I accidentally bought 2 runes, which totally sucked because you can only use 1. But with my runes, I was ready to go get some cake. I probably should have equipped myself with 4 ender pearls, but instead I settled with what I could get. And I could have got more, to be 100% honest, but I didn't. I got my TNT poly, and I sprinted down the lane, or I tried. But with all his blocks, all the blocking, it was tough. My blue teammate was battling them, and I thought he would come with me, but it was a big miscommunication on my part, and he did come in for a little bit, but he got knocked off easily, and the moment that it said that you wouldn't respawn, I knew it was over as I got double teamed. But that's all. See you next time, Arctic Crew. Have a good day.